Okay. Good morning, students. Today we are starting our next chapter of civics session. That is chapter number 3, how the state government works. Right? Basically, in this chapter, what we are going to of the government at the state level. How does this take place in a democracy? What is the role of a member of the legislative assembly? How do people express their views or demand action from government? Right? All these four points we will consider in this chapter. Right? So first of all, in the 6th class, you learned about the type of government. Right? So type of government, we learned that Indian government system is divided into three. First is national government at national level, government at state level, and the third is government at local level. Right? In the 6th standard, you learned about the local level government. Local level government, which is divided into two categories. First is panchayat and the second one is municipality. Right? So these two type of government you have discussed in the previous class. Local government, which we divide into two. First is panchayat and second is municipality. And in this class, you will learn the second level of government, that is state level government, how it works, how it organized. Right? So come to the chapter. Before understanding the state government, you must know that India has 28 states and 8 union territories, and all the states of India are very vast. Each state in India has its own government, right? Like for our Haryana, who is our chief minister, Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar, है ना? So he has his own ministry. Similarly, all the states of India has its own government, and each state has its own group of people that take decisions for the particular state. As the central government, if we are talking about the present government, Modi ji is taking Modi ji is our prime minister, and along with its cabinet, he is taking the decisions on the behalf of the entire country. Similarly, who will take the decision on the behalf of the state? That is state government, who will take decision for the particular state. Right? So this group with authority is called legislative assembly. Right? So chief minister and his ministry, right, who will take the decision for the state, that is called legislative assembly. Clear? So therefore every state in India has a legislative assembly. Means legislative assembly is a group of MLAs. Here in this you can see, might have seen the parliament in the Doordarshan channel. है ना? There is a cabinet minister sitting on the top, and in front of him there are so many ministers, so many MLAs were sitting, right? MPs were sitting. So similarly, in the state legislative assembly, there are MLAs, different MLAs are sitting, who will take the decision for the state, right? Now we will consider who are these MLAs and how they are elected and how they work. To understand this, we will focus on the story first, right? If there is anything occurred in a state, anything happened in a state, who will responsible, to whom we will complain for our sufferings, right? For our grievances, to whom we will complain, who will be the responsible, right? So the first question is raising, who will be the responsible. Now look a view on the story. In the story, the two students are talking with one another. One is saying, hey, look at this. It says that there is a water shortage in our state and people are falling sick. Due to the water shortage, the people are falling sick. One student, one friend is talking to her another friend, right? Now the student said, in many villages, people actually they are reading the newspaper, and by these news they are discussing about the water shortage and its consequences. In many villages, people were found to be drinking unclean water. Streams have dried up, and so have tanks. Means there is a scarcity of water. Even the water is not pure. Streams are dried up. Water tanks are dried up. In the worst affected areas, villagers have been carrying up water across great distances. Due to the water shortage, due to the unavailability of water, they have to carry the water from a long distances. Both the girls are discussing after reading the newspaper. Now further discussion is going on. On the TV news, they said 10 people have died from diarrhea. Is that possible? Can one really die from it? Yes, you know that can be happened, right? Actually, due to the water shortage and due to the unclean water, unsafe water, there is a disease spreading among the children, especially that is diarrhea, and the 10 people were died. Who knows? Just hope I don't get it. She asked, can one really die from diarrhea? Second one said, who knows? Just hope I don't get it. That afternoon, and this is the time of afternoon, my mother said not to have any ice cream from the market, right? She gave one of her lectures this morning. You have to be responsible for your health, Shirin. Ha ha. Second one laughed. Means once girl's mother was warning her that she should not buy the water bottle from market because the disease is spreading and she must take care of her health, right? So suddenly a policeman stopped them. The policewoman said, this road is blocked due to the rally. They have grown some MLA's residence. Means the some people are conveying the rally and they are going to the MLA's house. The children said, really? Why? Has he done something? Means MLA has done something. Second, to the police woman said, haha, they seem more angry about what he hasn't done. Right? He had done nothing, but that's why he is getting angry. And the MLA said, and the one person from the rally was announcing that, and we demanded that the authorities take immediate action to bring the public health situation under control. Our MLA must take the responsibility for this. The one person is awareing the people that our demand should be uh, completed by the authorities and the public health situation must be under control, and overall this is the responsibility of an MLA. The girls were talking about this, what a loud voice he has, he must be a leader or something, right? Because he was putting her word so strongly, so enthusiastically that the girls assume that he must be a leader. Second one says, I saw him on TV too. He is a member of the opposition. Now remember this word, the member of the opposition. The first word comes under the story is MLA. Second is opposition. Third is they are railing for their demands and they are making the responsible MLA for their sufferings. Right? Four things you have to remember from this story. Now the question is who is an MLA, right? To which the person was talking about that the MLA must be responsible for all these. Now the question is who is an MLA? The full form of MLA is Member of Legislative Assembly. You might remember in the starting of the chapter, we said that the state government took the decisions on the behalf of the state, and these decisions are taken in the legislative assembly, right? So MLA is a member of legislative assembly, means MLA is a why he is responsible, because he is a member of legislative assembly who takes decision for their particular state. Now what is an MLA? how he how is an MLA elected, right? Now the question is, okay, it's okay, MLA is a member of legislative assembly who took the decision for us, right, for our state. But how we can elect him? Because India has a democratic government, every minister is elected by the citizens, right? So how the MLA is elected, what is the procedure of their elections? So first of all, each state is divided into different areas called constituency. Because India is a vast country, its state is greater than the larger than the many of the countries of the world. Okay, so that we divide the state. Firstly, we divide the country into the states, then a particular state is divided into different parts, and these different parts are called constituencies. Suppose this is a state, right? It is a state, and we divide the state into different categories, different parts, different regions, right? I make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I divide this state into 6 parts, so these 6 parts will be called constituency. Clear? What do you mean by constituency? Because we cannot select a person, only one person for the entire state. State is so large, so that we divided the state into different parts according to their population. Almost similar, same population lies in each part, right? So according to the population, we divide the state into different areas, and these different areas are called constituencies, right? Now what happened? Firstly, we divide the state. Secondly, from each constituency the people elect one representative, right? From each constituency, suppose I am taking the sixth constituency. Here the people are contesting elections. Suppose different parties members are contesting elections. Suppose four members are standing for the elections. We elect one, right? After the election one will win, right? So the people elect one representative from each constituency, and this representative is a member of legislative assembly, right? From each constituency one person won the election, and we elect it as our representative, and this representative is known as the member of legislative assembly, or we can say MLA. MLA, right? We can say it MLA or member of legislative assembly. Now we are taking the example of Himachal Pradesh. right? And one more thing you must know that in the previous chapter, we learned that there is a universal adult franchise. Same rule implement while electing the MLA. By the universal adult franchise, we elect the member of each constituency, that is known as legislative assembly, right? Now, what is constituency? I already told you that we divide the state into different parts according to their population, and they this specified area covering one or more district, right? Don't be confused. The state is divided into district, right, according to the geographical area. Clear? According to the area wise, but the constituencies are prepared according to the population. It can consist one or more district even. Clear? So don't confuse and don't mix the constituency with the districts, right? So from each constituency, a representative is elected and the one representative, and that particular representative is known as the member of legislative assembly. Now we are taking the example of Jammu and Kashmir, how it works. Suppose this is Jammu and Kashmir, and Jammu and Kashmir is divided into 68 constituencies, right? Here you can see the numbering is placed over J&K map. Different parts are there, green, yellow, and pink and purple, and these are some of constituencies made by next you can see that the green part, this upper part, this part is larger, right? 21 number constituency have the greater part till here, right? So as I told you that 21 constituency is from here to here, it means it is a larger constituency, larger area. It consists large rather than these constituency. Why it is so? Because it is the upper part of Jammu Kashmir and there is a sparse population. Population is very less in this part. I told you that we divide the constituency according to the population, not according to the area. So J&K is divided into 68 constituency. It means from each constituency we will elect one MLA, right? So 68 into 1. It means how many MLAs will elected from the J&K? There are 68 MLAs from J&K. Clear? We are talking about how the assembly formed, right? So what was the, suppose it is a result of 2017 elections. BJP got 44 MLAs. India National Congress INC has 21 MLAs. Communist Party of India 1 MLA. Independence 2 MLA. Right? So 44 constituencies से कौन जीता? BJP. INC won from 21 constituency, means they have 21 MLAs, and Communist Party of India have 1 MLA, Independents have 2 MLAs. Total seats were 68. Clear? So maximum seats have with the BJP, right? To form any government, while at the center level, while at the state level, there must be majority of the MPs or MLAs, right? So 2/3 members should be there. So basically 68 divided by 2, there will be majority. If any party have more than half of MLAs, the party will got the majority. Now you can see in this picture the BJP got the majority because they needed more than 34 means 35 MLAs, but they got 44 MLAs means they it is a majority party. Which will be the majority party? They will form the government, right? And the other three will be the opposition and parties. Clear? I am repeating again. Who will form the government? The party which will get the majority. Majority means more than half seats. Here, suppose in this example, there are total 68 seats. To form the government, any one party need more than 34 seats, yani 34 MLAs. Seats means MLAs, right? So here BJP got 44 MLAs, 44 seats. So the party BJP will form the government, and rest of these three parties will be known as opposition parties. Clear? So majority, once the legislative assembly is made, a political party whose MLAs own more than half the number of the constituency of a state is declared to be a majority, right? So in this case of J and K, we are taking the example J and K. Out of 68 MLAs who were elected, there are 44 MLAs with BJP, right? So the party will be formed by the BJP, right? So the now party won the majority, that will form the government, right? Now what will happen? As the prime minister elected by the half of the majority got the party, it will form the central government, and that party will decided who will be their leader, and that leader will be known as prime minister. Same at the state level, MLAs were elected, the party got the majority, formed the government. Now what will be the next step? These MLAs belong to the ruling party, they will elect their leader who will become the chief minister, right? As a for the entire country there is a prime minister, for the state there is a chief minister. So who will decide it? The ruling party who won the maximum vote, who got the majority, will decide who will be the chief minister, right? Then once a chief minister is appointed, the chief minister selects all the people of his ministry. Different departments are there, health departments are there, education department, forest department, tourist department, right? So for every department there will be one minister of each department, and who will decide it he will the chief minister will decide for the which department will who which MLA will be the minister. Suppose there is education minister, health minister, forest minister, and tourist minister, right? So after the election, it is the governor of the state who appoints a chief minister and other ministers, right? So governor is the head of the state, right? So governor is the head of the state who will appoint the chief minister and other ministers, right? So all these ministers were elected. Suppose we were talking about the J and K, MLAs will elect their CM, right? CM will elect their other ministers, education minister, health minister, forest minister, and all these ministers. And from where he will elect one MLA as his different department minister, right? So each MLA have right? So these department belongs to separate MLAs of ruling party and they have separate offices. Now, what do you mean by a legislative assembly, right? So a legislative assembly is a place where all the MLAs, whether from the ruling party or from the opposition, meet to discuss various things. Now remember that when we are taking the decision on the behalf of the state, the ruling party cannot do it its own, right? Because there is opposition party also. Opposition party, I told you that in the case of J&K there were four. BJP was a ruling party, right? So in the legislative assembly, the MLAs of the ruling party will be there, and the others, the Marxist, INC, and the independent. All these three parties MLAs will be sit in the assembly, right? So that the things can be discussed among all the MLAs. All the 68 MLAs of J&K will sit in the assembly and they will form the legislative assembly of J&K. Clear? So hence some MLAs have dual responsibility. Suppose there is only four departments. We talked about four departments: education, forest and tourism. अभी हमने किया तो इसमें से क्या होगा? Among 44, these four MLAs were selected as ministers, right? So these four MLAs have dual responsibility. Dual responsibility कैसे? First is as an MLA and second is as an minister. Education minister, finance minister, forest minister, tourism minister, right? So they, some MLAs have dual responsibility. They have to play the role of an MLA as well as a minister. Now, when the legislative assembly formed, the chief minister and other ministers have to take decision and run the government. Once the legislative assembly formed, when the government formed, the chief minister was selected. The chief minister appoint his ministry. Then the chief minister and his ministers took the decision on the behalf of the state, right? And they will run the government. However, whatever decisions are being taken have to be approved by the members of the legislative assembly. Now don't be confused. There is 68 MLAs suppose in the J&K legislative assemblies. Among these 44 MLAs of BJP who are the who will form the government, right? In this from these 44, there are 4 ministers and 1 chief minister. They will take the decision and rest of these 63 MLAs, while taking this decision, if they are taking the decision, they have to approve their decision by these 63 MLAs also, right? It cannot be happen that they take their decisions on because they are ministers, they are chief ministers, they take the decision whatever they want. No, it is not like that. So they have to approve their decision from rest of the MLAs also, that is 63 MLAs, right? So in a democracy, these members can ask questions, debate important issue, decide where money should be spent, etc. Right? If the 5 ministers, including chief minister, will take the decision, they can take the decision in their favor, right? So our constitution make these amendments, make these provisions that they have to approve their decisions from the other MLAs also, so that the other MLAs put the question, they can put the question mark on their decisions, on the decision of the minister and chief minister and its ministry, right? They can debate with them on specific issues. They can raise their demands on in front of them, right? So they can, before deciding anything, they have to approve their decisions from the MLAs, and the MLAs, these MLAs have the power to ask a question, to debate an important issue, decided where the money will be spent. Clear? Now the debate in the Legislative Assembly. How the debate goes on in the Legislative Assembly. Legislative Assembly including all the MLAs of a state, right? How many MLAs in a state they will include in the Legislative Assembly, including Chief Minister, Minister and other MLAs, right? How the debate goes on. MLA can express their opinions and ask questions related to the issue. They can give their suggestions, right? And they can question what is the government doing. Those who wish to can respond to this, right? Second, the ministers that replies to the questions and try to assure the assembly that adequate steps are being taken. So here is a legislative assembly. In your textbook, there is a debate in legislative assembly, how the debate is going on. In this picture, you can see the one head of the legislative assembly is sitting here. One MLA is standing and he is asking the questions. In my constituency of Akhankon, during the last 3 weeks, there were 15 deaths because of diarrhea, right? Now the first story was related, right? Now that issue was considered in the Legislative Assembly, right? So one MLA is saying that there were 15 deaths in my area due to the diarrhea. I think it is a shame that this government has not been able to check the situation of a simple problem like diarrhea while proclaiming itself to be a champion of technology, right? He is blaming the government that it is a shame for us if we cannot handle this situation, a simple situation of diarrhea. I would call the attention of the minister in charge of health to take immediate measures to control the situation. So they, in this debate, the first MLA is raising the problem of his area. Clear? Now, what about the second MLA? Now, the second MLA, my question is, why are government hospitals in such a bad situation? Now the second MLA is also standing and he is saying that I am not able to understand why the government hospitals are in such bad situation. Why is the government not appointing proper doctors and other medical staffs in the district? I would also like to know how the government plans to deal with this situation, which is affecting a large number of people and is also spreading. This is an epidemic, right? In this corona situation, you might have seen that Manohar Lal Khattar make its assembly and take the decision about the lockdown and all that. Many ministers, many MLAs raise the questions, why you are doing so, why you are placing the lockdown and all that. And all these debate is going in the state assembly of Haryana also. So that is also applying in that area. Now, what about the MLA 3? My constituency, my MLA 3 and 4 is debating from each other. MLA 3 is saying my constituency of Talpati 2 has a serious shortage women travel up to 3 to 4 kilometers to collect water, right? Fourth MLA was in the favor of ruling party. He says, I think my colleagues are aggregating the problem. The government has taken steps to control the situation. Water tankers have been put into service. ORS packets are giving distributed. Right. So the fourth MLA was saying in the favor of government. What steps are the government has been taken to control the situation? He is mentioning the positive point of the government while they are against the government, right? Second point, he says, third MLA, how many tankers are in service to supply water? When he says the water tankers have been put into service, the third MLA further question that how many tankers you have been put into service to supply water, right? So how many wells and ponds have been cleaned and disinfected? The fourth MLA said the government is doing everything possible to help people, right? So the two MLAs are debating. Clear? The third MLA said, my constituency of Tolapatti too has a sorry, it repeated again.